must face a Sparta. Strange fate, isn't it?
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
Irony has favored you this time. Look, there.
Trish!
Don't even think about it. Blink. She dies.
You!
Dante!
Fool. So sad that humans will always be humans. No more. Has the Sparta blood been spoiled over the ages? Now die.
Dante!
Trish! Trish! No!
Useless scum. Failure is one thing, but taking an odd behavior like that. What is the matter? It is time to end your pitiful life.
How much longer are you going to keep zapping? Come out and show yourself, Mundus!
Those eyes. Deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes.
Why my mother?
That useless being. If you need a mother, I can create it. As many as you want. Just like I created Trish.
Silence!
Okay, hello and welcome to the final episode of Branch Player's Devil May Cry. Last time we managed to make our way into the underworld and kill Nightmare once and for all. Then we had a really cool time, and because we went through this kind of like organic hell, and then we arrived at Mundus himself at the start of this episode, and I think that's something so cool about pretty much going through a very kind of organic hell, and then you get to this pristine, like, almost heavenly chapel at the end. I think that's super cool. Also, before I started up the episode, I started the episode just in the mission for, you know, I guess cinema. For, I guess, cool visual, I suppose. I did buy a blue orb and a purple orb. And you may also be wondering, hey, why is the genre of game different? The answer is because these games, well, I think it might just be Hideki Kamiya. I think he just really liked having this type of gameplay in his games for a while. I mean, I say for a while, it obviously wasn't in RE2, but I know that there's a section kind of like this in Bayonetta 1, but I don't know about Bayo 2 or any of the other games he's worked on. I haven't played a lot of his work. I really should, because, honestly, you know, historically, did good work. Also, while I'm in this fight, if I pop my devil trigger, I basically just throw a dragon at him, which is very good, because realistically, it does. Which, yeah, it's very good because it does a ton of damage and breaks his shield, which means I can actually, you know, do damage. And this is actually going stupidly well. This is going better than I could have ever expected it to. I'm going to hit him with the DT Dragon again, because we should be nearly at the win. Okay, I think I might be able to just mash my way to a victory here. If I was aligned with it, I probably would have been able to do that. To be totally honest, I don't really want to have to mash, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And now I dodge that one more time. Fantastic, and that is Mundus defeated. Okay, so now we get the proper final boss fight with Mundus. And yeah, pretty much, if I try to switch away from the Spada Sword now, it will just straight up say, you won't stand a chance against Mundus with this. So for this fight, I am stuck with the Spada Sword. Weirdly enough, this is the one time in the entire game where it actually has access to everything. Like, this is the one time in the game when it can just, whatchamacallit, and I just got knocked into that. Like, this is the one time in the game where you can use air raid with it, and that's a little bit weird to me. Either way, I'm going to, hopefully, just, shoot my way through all of these. Actually, if I shoot that orb a whole bunch, if I destroy that orb, I'll probably... If you destroy the orbs, you get a ton of DC meter. Honestly, when I did this on DMD both times, I kind of just realized, oh, this boss fight is stupid hard, and that was when I decided to myself, okay, I will allow myself items this time. This fight was the only time in the entire game on DMD where I felt very okay using items. Like, I would periodically use them on DMD just, you know, in case I got stuck. Like, Nightmare 3, I think I used 1 or 2. But this was the main time where it was like, okay, yeah, this is just stupid on DMD. And hopefully we can get through. Like, I remember my main tactic for when I needed to just win was I'd just pop an untouchable and then just run up on him. Like, pop an untouchable, basically stand in the lava and just kind of wait it out. Either way, we are getting a good amount of damage out here, and I need to get out of there. I'm gonna die. I'm still gonna die. This isn't going well. Let's just say that this boss fight is not quite going the way I had hoped it would. But hey, you know what? Oh, also, while I'm in DT in this form, it's only for this boss fight. While I'm in DT, I can basically just throw magic hands that do damage. Also, I need to kill this dragon, because I think I'm pretty sure the dragons... Yeah, if you kill the dragon, it gives you a lot of HP. Like, it gives you a ton of... Well, it gives you a big green orb. So now, we can hopefully I'll probably get like 2 more. Yeah, I'll go for like 1 more symbol. Because now I should be in a good enough position to finish him off. However, I'm not feeling. No. Well, that went terribly. Anyway, that is this boss fight over. I will leave you with absolute cinema.
My mother risked her life for me, and now you too. I should have saved you.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
This was my mother's. Now I'm giving it to you. My father's also here now. Rest in peace.
It's just not quite the same. It's just not quite the same in the HD collection, because in the HD collection you don't get the horrible blur when you get the line of "I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light," and it's incredible in the original. I love it in the original. That's one thing where the original is way better than the HD collection. But with that, Mundus is defeated, and we can move on to the final mission, because of course, this originating as Resident Evil game, you can guess what's about to happen. We have to escape the island before it collapses, because just like a lab in a Resident Evil game, this place is about to explode, basically. So, Mission 23, Lover's Guide. Escape Mallet Island before it collapses. Also, interesting decision out of Dante to go, I know I'm in the underworld, but I'll just leave the super powerful demon sword of Sparta and the perfect amulet that's like the key to the underworld. Yeah, I'll just leave these here. Now then, I am going to basically just ignore the enemies and kind of beeline finishing the level. You know what? I want Alistar back. Actually, I'll just Inferno these things, because Inferno does a ton of damage. And then, also, I know that I have to kill these things because there is a barrier. I know that there's a barrier there, so I can't leave the room until they're dead. There we go. Fantastic. So, I also know that if I come over here, there is an untouchable. Yeah, just keep that in mind. So I now have 3 untouchables, 5 devil stars, and 5 holy waters. I haven't used any of them, but hey, it's kind of nice to know that I have access to them. And just for convenience, I am going to switch back to Alistar. Actually, hang on, wait. Okay, yes, Sparta and the Force Edge were both removed from my inventory. Also, yeah, I don't intend on fighting that at Frost. I just wanted to annoy one more thing for a tiny bit before I left. So now we can jump on through, head on through here. We now need to just hop on to this little platform over here. Yeah, and that will take us back up to the real world. Yep. Game? Game? Game, please let me on. There we go. Okay, I say that. I genuinely think you would have to try. I think you would actually have to try to kind of run out of time here. Okay, so now you get a kind of checkpoint a little bit. It's the exact same thing. I guess it's kind of the game just telling you where you need to go. Also, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to blow up a few of these puppets. Not because I need to, or because I want to, I just want the amount of DT. Because I know that I'm going to get jumped by something in here. What is it? Oh, it's blades. Easy. It's blades. 10 out of 10. Nothing to worry about here. Like, blades as the last kind of major threat for me. Easy. Like, it can be shadows. Like, I'm relatively certain it can be shadows. And, yeah, I'll take blades every time. Thank you very much. Because blades are easy to deal with. And it was only 2 of them, so... yeah, easy win. And also, I know exactly what's coming up, so I want to quickly switch back to Ebony and Ivory. So, we switch back to Ebony and Ivory, and away we go. Also, not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I didn't understand why Dante's guns were called Ebony and Ivory. And then, you know, years later I realized, oh, it's because they're black and white. Like piano keys and stuff. Anyway.
Dante, you are not getting away. This is where you will die.
I'm not going anywhere. Besides, there's no place to go. Look around. This will be your burial ground as well.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk backwards and shoot them a whole bunch. Why? Because, hey, I like having all the meter available. Gonna be honest, I kind of forgot that I even had that laser move. Okay, and now I'm gonna walk towards them and kind of just face tank his damage, I suppose. And just hit him with the sword a whole bunch. I will say, I do love how he kind of just, like, is falling apart while you're fighting him. Visually, I think it's a really cool, kind of sick monster design. Especially for, you know, what was a pretty early PS2 game. Like, I think it looks really cool, and that is the fight over. Easy.
What is the matter? Here your powers are weak, human.
No.
Dante, you'll be okay. You can do it.
What? Mother.
Dante, use my power!
Trish!
Okay, so feed your power and Trish's power into your guns, Ebony and Ivory. Then use Devil Trigger and blast a big shot into Mundus. So basically, all I need to do now is shoot Mundus until I have enough DT to, well, pop DT. So I'm just going to mash square as hard as I can. Okay, gonna be honest, It's not. I'm not mashing square as hard as I can because I don't know if it's audible yet. But still, I'm just gonna mash square. Now we pop DT and we're done.
It looks like we have a winner.
Jackpot.
Dante, I will return, and I will rule this world.
Goodbye. And when you do come back, give my regards to my son, will ya? Trish.
Dante. Dante.
Trish, devils never cry. These tears are a gift only humans have.
We're too late.
No, Trish. It's never too late. And we humans never give up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's rock.
The perfectly timed, perfectly placed biplane is incredibly funny to me. It's so stupid, I love it. Also, fun fact, you do play this section, but also I'm relatively certain, I'm pretty certain that you can actually put the controller down at this point and do nothing, and you'll still always succeed. I don't think it's possible to fail at this section. But you can take a little bit of damage, but you will never take enough to actually fail. I'm relatively certain that you absolutely positively cannot fail. And with that, Devil May Cry 1 is, in about 5 seconds, done. And I'll be back once the credits start rolling.
The sky. It's so clear. So blue.
The sky is fair. It'll always be above everyone's head, no different.
Like the sky. I feel like my heart is becoming clear.
Let's not forget, though, the Underworld's evil is still alive. They will someday return.
There's no need to worry, right? Because the world has the legendary Dark Knight Dante. And his sidekick. Devil never cry. Yes? Okay, great. Where's the place? We'll be right there. This one has the password. Sounds heavy.
Okay, let's get it over with in 10 minutes. Can't let a single one of those suckers live.
Yeah, it's a bit weird how Trish refers to herself as Dante's sidekick, but hey, here we are. So, with that, we've now successfully finished Devil May Cry 1, and yeah, it's a weird case of a game where it both holds up really well in a good few areas, but also absolutely falls apart against the kind of modern scrutiny in others. And by that I mean the fixed camera can be a bit of a pain in certain boss fights. I don't think it's that bad of an issue on normal difficulty, but on hard, and especially on Dante Must Die, it can become absolutely infuriatingly difficult as a result of the camera more so than anything else. However, though, in general, I do think the game is still really good. I would still recommend anyone to play it. Like, I know that it might not really connect with everyone, you know. I understand that going into, like, what is effectively the first proper character action game, it definitely shows its it shows its age in a lot of regards. But I do think it still looks pretty good, it still sounds great, most of the time the gameplay is still really solid, and hey, if we don't talk about DMC2, it was only uphill from here. Because DMC2 has its entire, like, massive backstory legend behind everything that happened with that game, and even I don't fully understand all of it. And there's like, knowledge about that, you know, Capcom's never really mentioned about it. But honestly, DMC3 onwards, can't really complain. Like, it's just a fantastic series. Like, I'm trying to do words, and I'm bad at words. But yeah, genuinely phenomenal series, great game. And the game will basically get right to the end and then immediately tell you, like, okay, now play on hard mode. I'm not going to be playing on hard mode. I might come back, like, if I do a second playthrough at some point, maybe I'll do hard mode. But right now, I'm not really intending on doing that. But yeah. Ooh, in general, I would say that this game is still great, and I'd recommend it. Especially because you can pick it up in the HD collection, and even if this one doesn't land with you, DMC3 has a lot to learn, and it's also pretty tough, but also DMC3 is fantastic. I know that for a lot of people, they can go back and forth between, like, 1 and 3 as, like, the best of the original trilogy. Then 4 is still really good. I do want to go back and replay 4 because I haven't played it in years. And 5 is, I would say 5 is borderline perfection. Like, I would say that as it is currently, DMC5 is like the best a character action game has ever been. And yeah, I think character action games in general are just really good, and I'm glad that this game exists, basically to have, you know, created them. But with that, DMC1 comes to a close, with the amulet on the desk and the picture of Dante's mother. Also, the thing they are talking about right at the end before the credits hit, I choose to believe that that's the events of DMC4. I'm pretty much certain that it isn't, but I choose to believe that it is because it would be funnier. Okay, so 7 minutes and 40 seconds. 409 orbs. For the final mission, we get probably a B. Yeah. Okay, so we got another 2,000 red orbs to end off the game. And we can see our final results. So we got all of the secret missions done. Across 23 missions, we had 2 that were below an A. Sorry, 2 that were below a B. So I'm pretty happy with that. 3 hours, 18 minutes, and 24 seconds. It's not the fastest I've ever beaten the game, but usually, like, for a default Dante run-through, I think that's pretty okay. And I did only die the one time against Nello 3. So overall, I'm pretty content with that. Okay, so with that, it basically just says, hey, go challenge hard mode. And, yeah, I might come back and do that at another time. But for now, it is time for me to save the game over here, and just end off this video and this series. So now it'll just play the, like, opening thing about Sparta again. And so I will quickly skip these cutscenes so we can get just to, you know, for kind of waiting on the island. So, I'm going to end off this video and this series here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time as I start something new. Although, if this is... I think this is episode 9, so I'll probably have a one-off before something else starts. Anyway, that is going to be it for this playthrough of DMC 1. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for whatever it is I'm doing next. After DMC and also more Ape Escape. Gonna be totally honest, I haven't started recording Ape Escape yet as of the time of me finishing this recording series. As of the time of me finishing recording this series. That's the combination of words I was looking for. I kind of just knocked this entire game out in like 2 days because I started recording it and just went, oh yeah, this game rules actually. Yeah, this game is still great, so I kept playing it. I still need to start recording Ape Escape. That series is meant to go up. I'm recording this episode on January 3rd, so, yeah, I need to get to work on that. I'll do that tomorrow, because it's like 9:30 at night now, so I'll start Ape Escape tomorrow, in terms of recording. But yeah, I'm gonna end off this video and this series here. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.